2K Sports Pregame Show.
Hey, y'all. Ernie Johnson, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Boston Celtics as they go up against the Brooklyn Nets. Checking out Brooklyn, you look at how this roster is constructed, the types of plays they run. They're looking to match up well against every style of opponent, and tonight will be a great test of that. And you look at the makeup of the Celtics, not the makeup like you're wearing right now, big fella.
You have makeup on?
How have they been constructed, the types of players they've acquired? Kenny, they're close to playing positionless basketball.
Man, I always thought Shaq's skin was just that flawless.
I don't believe you just told America I wear makeup.
You wear a ton of makeup, man, is what you
Snitches
wear.
get stitches. I'll see you in the locker room.
And your
at
stitches are
halftime.
covered up by all that makeup.
Wow, I just thought he was so flawless, man. I'm so
he's
disappointed.
flawless.
You just hurt me, Ernie.
Man,
Well, Ernie.
he weighs 300 pounds, and then he weighs 310 with makeup.
Wow. I am so disappointed.
Snitches get stitches, Ernie.
Well, I'm going to tell you one thing, Ernie.
Yes.
The length and the skill set of their wings make them extremely versatile. And that's the difference. You got Hayward, you have Tatum, you have Brown. They all can switch, and they're all interchangeable.
You know, Coach Stevens said it may be as simple as 3 positions now. You're either a ball handler, a wing, or a big. Celtics like every position to be able to shoot as well as defend on the perimeter, and they don't snitch like Ernie does.
And that about does it. Tip-off fast approaching. Shaq needs to put on some more makeup as we send it to Kevin Harlan.
Makeup!
2K Sports checks in with our loyal viewers with a broadcast from Brooklyn, the home of the Nets, Barclays Center. 2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the fallout from the Nets trade with the Celtics in 2013, of course, is still being felt all around the league, and GMs are very reluctant now to surrender first-round picks unless they receive major league talent in return. Nobody out there wants to be embarrassed, Kevin, on or off the floor.
Yeah, some lean years in Brooklyn, partially as a result of that transaction. David, as always, thank you. And Clark, perimeter offense may be the primary weapon in tonight's game. Certainly, that's true for the two teams playing here.
No doubt about it. I mean, you think about the long-range shooting capability and capacity, a big part of both of these teams offensively. And no lead is safe, Kevin. When you've got teams that can knock down threes the way these teams can, that means a lot of possessions, and leads are never out of range.
And fun to watch, and for us, fun to broadcast.
Always.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Irving at point with Brown to his side. They're the backcourt. Down low, it's Morris and Horford. And it's Tatum in at the small forward position. In the corner, Horford with it. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Horford's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. It's a three-point game. It's Carroll on the wing. Shot clock at 6. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul. .116 left in the first quarter. Knocks it loose and taken away by Brown. Here's Tatum, and slam dunk by Tatum.
Awesome speed from Tatum. Excels at getting to the right place in these fast break chances.
Irving against Russell. Kicks it to Harris. And the three off target. We've seen a quick start here for the Celtics. Irving looking over the floor, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Davis is checked in for Allen. Crabb comes in for Jared Dudley. LeVert's checked in for Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Russell. The Celtics also changing it up. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Morris. Marcus Smart comes in for Jaylen Brown. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Irving. Now here's Carroll over Hayward. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. 24 seconds left to play in the first. Now, here's Rozier. Pass to Hayward. Just 5 to shoot. Lets a floater go. Great D that time from Davis.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And that does it for the first quarter. Celtics lead by 5. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. One of the league's best point guards, Kyrie Irving, had this to say about his competition.
2011, I came into a league where the point guard position was still being revolutionized, and now guys are solidifying that spot every single year. There are young guys coming in, but now we have established point guards that are franchise-changing point guards. And for me, having that competitive drive every single game, I know I'm going against an elite point guard every single game. So I think that now coming into the league, it's a lot different than it was before.
Some say, Greg, a golden age at the point guard position.
Yeah, and Irving right there with the best of them. He embraces the challenge.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
I think they play great D and not giving up anything easy early on.
Exactly. I mean, they've made their presence felt on this end. Excellent job contesting shots so far.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Boston, we've got Hayward. Terry Rozier is out there with Smart. Then it's Aaron Baines, and it's Tice in at the 4 slot. Free throw drops for Hayward. And seeing Gordon Hayward out there, you have to be glad that he was able to recover the way he has from that devastating injury on opening night last season.
And I remember your call of the moment, Kevin. The whole NBA world just was shocked on that opening night. As bad as it looked, it seemed to be clean enough to where Hayward won't have any lasting issues with it. Rehab obviously wasn't easy, and I'm sure Hayward is just thankful that he's been able to come back completely from that injury.
LeVert showing you can rise up from deep, a quality shooter when given room to fire.
Smart finds Hayward. Here's Baines. The basket good off the assist from Hayward.
Great job getting to the right spot on the court. Beautiful passing all the way around.
They get a hand on it, and Smart with a clear path to the hoop, and slam dunk by Smart.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Brooklyn making some changes. Dudley comes in for Damari Carroll, and Harris subbed in for LeVert. And then for Boston, Morris is checked in for Daniel Tice. Brown comes in for Marcus Smart, and Irving subbed in for Terry Rozier. Now here's Irving. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Hayward kicks to Irving. Morris passes to Hayward. 6 to shoot. Rebounded by the Nets. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. The pass to Dudley. Nets passing it around. Harris against Brown. From deep three-point range, Dudley, no luck. Hayward outside to the inside. He doesn't hit that one.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
And so it's the Boston Celtics heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with head coach Brad Stevens. Coach, what did you think was the main edge you had?
Well, I thought defensively we were a lot better, and then that led to some offense. But obviously, we're playing a bunch of skilled guys, and we're able to spread the floor, and that's helpful.
You have to make them work at both ends. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. They saw their lead grow to a high water mark of 5 in the period. Looking at Boston, and Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
Well, the offense is running on all cylinders. Guys are focused, executing, not playing outside of themselves. That's why their shooting percentage was so high. See it up there, Ernie, in the stratosphere? Anyway, they're mixing things up, which keeps the defense scrambling.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Brooklyn?
Well, they're giving up too many high percentage looks, Ernie. They're not closing down the lane, and they're not going hard on the perimeter. That will get an L in any book.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
Welcome back as we get a beautiful aerial view of the Williamsburg Bridge connecting Manhattan and Brooklyn. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you, 2 quarters in the books. Lots of physical play, Clark, during your time in the NBA. That's been toned down to a degree. Do you miss it being a bigger part of the game now?
You know what? I think it's still a very physical game. The rules have changed. The way the game is officiated has certainly changed. Some of the tough fouls that you saw in decades past don't exist as much. But I still think the game is extremely physical. So I'm glad to see us move in the direction of toning that down a bit. There's enough physicality in the game.
We've got D'Angelo Russell. Jared Dudley out there with Allen. Then it's Damari Carroll. And it's Harris in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Boston leading by 7. Tatum on the wing. And that one hits back iron.
No excuses, no explanations. I mean, got to sink that J from mid-range. Defense wasn't even paying attention to him. Come on, man. Nice looking floater there, Kevin. Such a fast shot, a quick release. Really hard to guard that.
Irving attacking, lays it up off the glass. Irving's got the lead back up to 7 now for the Celtics.
Boy, I tell you, I don't know if there's anybody better than Kyrie Irving close to the basket. He has a great feel for how to score inside.
Here's Russell. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
Off and running right off the bat here to start the second half.
And, Greg, that's exactly what they want. Get him into the offensive flow right away and then keep it going.
Here's Irving. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Irving's got his second basket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
It'll go. The Boston lead is cut back down again to 5. The basket that time coming from Harris. And it's Irving with the ball for the Boston Celtics. It's Brown on the wing. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Brown's got the lead up to 7 now for Boston. Just 4 seconds left in the third. Misses. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's the Celtics up by 7. And we'll return shortly. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Nets trail by 7 on the floor for Boston. Hayward is the 4 with Horford in the middle. Smart is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Tatum in at the 3 spot. Here's Dinwiddie. And there it is for him. Dinwiddie's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Nets.
Calm, cool, collected amongst the big trees inside. Dinwiddie continues to impress from the painted area.
Irving's shot is good.
And scoring the ball comes easily and naturally to him. He's a versatile player at the offensive end.
It's the Nets now. They trail by 7. Poked away. And Smart with a clear path to the hoop. And slam dunk by Smart.
And how about the fast hands and then getting right out in transition?
Well, turning defense into offense, Greg. Outstanding effort there. Swiped it away with ease, and off they went.
And a fast break now for the Celtics. Smart leading the charge.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Celtics.
Their superior ball handling won it for them.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Kyrie Irving.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
.106 left here in the 4th quarter. Here's Dinwiddie. He's covered by Irving. Now Crabbe. Now here is Irving. Defense is right there. And Allen with the block. We've got 33 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Caruch passes to Graham. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Celtics on offense. Smart dishes to Irving. Pass to Tatum. Now here is Horford. Celtics passing it around. Irving. And that one goes long. Graham with the ball. A 3 ball. Misses there. So it's the Celtics picking up the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Kyrie. Big numbers for you tonight, and I always wonder what it's like to be in a zone like that offensively.
Feels amazing. More importantly, we got the win, and I couldn't have done it without my teammates that did a heck of a job of competing every single minute of this game. It took everybody's effort from our bench. It took a 15-man effort, and I'm glad we got the win.
15 men, but 1 man was the difference. Thanks, Kyrie. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you next time.